JustinSanchezTV.com. Today I'm talking about a question that I get a lot from my own potential clients and people who I try to help with their marketing. And that is this: what is the return of investment on brand building? A lot of times small business owners will gravitate towards marketing methods where you can easily measure whether or not it's working. For instance, if you purchase Google pay-per-click advertisement and you throw $1,000 at Google pay-per-click ads and you get 2 sales at $500 each, you can kind of guess that you broke even on Google pay-per-click ads. You threw $1,000 at it, you made 2 sales for a grand total of $1,000. You buy Facebook ads, you can pay for Facebook advertisements, sending traffic to a landing page. You throw $500 at that traffic and it converts. And now that's easily measurable. Every time I try to convince someone to stop focusing on search engine optimization or stop focusing on paid traffic and start focusing on brand building, building your brand, the question I get is, what is the ROI of brand building? How can I measure whether it's working? How fast will I see results? What is the benefit of brand building? So what I want to do is I want to go over some successful brand building case studies. And since I work in the lawyer marketing space, it is most easy for me to show you how some attorneys. So I'm going to look at some attorneys who are doing it well. Then we're going to look at Timothy Ferriss, the author of the 4-Hour Workweek. I'll show you how you can gauge what his brand building is doing. Then we're going to look at everyone's favorite brand building proponent, Gary Vaynerchuk. And I'll show you how much traffic Gary Vaynerchuk's brand building efforts are sending to his website. Okay. But let's start with a lawyer who, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you've heard of this guy, Jim Adler. Okay. Let me just make this a bit smaller. You've heard of Jim Adler, right? And he's a popular lawyer in Texas, pretty much the entire state of Texas. And he has been focusing on brand building for the last, I don't know, at least 30 years. He's been running television commercials. And Jim Adler is a car accident lawyer, a truck accident lawyer, a personal injury lawyer, but he focuses on car accidents. Okay, and so he's been running commercials in the state of Texas for the last 30 years. And every commercial starts with this. He's standing on top of an 18-wheeler tractor trailer. He's holding a sledgehammer. And he says, "I'm Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer. If you've been injured in an accident," and he goes on from there. So for the last 30 years, every Texan has had implanted in their brain this saying, Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer, right? And if you look at this is a software called Ahrefs that I use to track people's websites. You can see he gets 17,100 visits every month to his website from organic search traffic. That number is right here, 17,100 organic search traffic visits every month. And I'm going to show you why that is done through brand building. That's not because he ranks for some keyword. These 17,000 visits don't come from people going to Google and searching for Houston car accident lawyer. They are that's keyword. That's if he was focusing on keyword search engine optimization. What Jim Adler focuses on is brand building, and it pays off much bigger. Okay, and let me show you how I can prove that. This is Jim Adler inside of my tracking software. Well, the tracking software that I use, it's called Ahrefs. I pronounce that Ahrefs. You can see the first keyword, the keyword generating the most traffic for Jim Adler's website is Jim Adler's own name, i.e. his brand. Okay, people, when someone in Houston or San Antonio or Dallas, when they get into a car wreck, they don't go to Google and do a Google search for Dallas car accident lawyer, or they don't go to Google and do a Google search for Houston car accident lawyer. Every month, 4,100 people go to Google and they just search for Jim Adler by name. Okay, that's how I can prove that, right? If this was Houston car accident lawyer, you could say his search engine optimization efforts generated this traffic. But what's going on is he's on television, and don't get discouraged when I say television and radio is used to build your brand, because I'm going to show you how I'm doing it with YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook, okay, and how it's paying off. But what I'm trying to get you to start thinking is how insanely powerful brand building is over any other form of marketing, over paid traffic, over search engine optimization. Just becoming semi-famous in your niche, which is what brand building is much more popular. Why is that? Well, let's look what happens if I go and I search Houston car accident lawyer. If I search that in Google, Jim in this search result, right? Here he is, number one. But if I go to Google and I search Jim Adler, he's the only lawyer in the search results. Okay. That's one benefit of brand building. You stop competing for a keyword and you just make people go look for you by name. The second benefit of brand building, the second return on your investment for brand building, is that it makes the sales process easier. Okay. When I go to Google and I search Houston car accident lawyer, I'm looking for a complete stranger, and that complete stranger is going to have to sell me. They're going to have to convince me to be their lawyer. But if instead I go to Google and I look for Jim Adler by name, there is no sales process. I'm hiring Jim Adler. I went to look for him by name. Okay. Okay, so Jim Adler, he's been doing brand building with television commercials. Let me show you someone who's doing brand building with YouTube, okay? This is a YouTube channel called All Up in Yo Business, okay? And you can, well, and the lawyer's name is attorney Aiden Durham, okay? She's a business and branding attorney. The most recent blog article on my website is the podcast interview I just did with Aiden Durham. You can go look that up, justinsanchez.tv.com/blog or /articles. Just go look at my blog. You can hear her entire story, how she started branding and her business took off. Okay. Let me show you her YouTube channel. Okay, this is Aiden Durham. She has a YouTube channel, All Up in Your Business. She makes videos on YouTube all week long, every week. She just publishes YouTube videos instead of buying $50,000 a month television commercials that really don't even work in today's market, because everyone's watching this. Everyone's on their cell phone. This is what we're watching. We're not watching television. Aiden just makes these videos, and every video starts out with, I'm Aiden Durham, business and branding attorney, all up in your business. Okay. That's her branding method. She's not paying someone like me to put her on the first page of Google. You know, she's not paying Justin Sanchez Media LLC to rank her number one for Colorado business attorney. She's just going out and getting famous on YouTube. Okay, that's branding. And does this work? Does that pay off for her? Well, this is her website, 180 Law Co. Let me make this a bit smaller. You can see she gets 376 organic traffic visits a month. Those aren't insane numbers like Jim Adler had. Okay. Jim Adler's paying 30 grand a month to be on television. She's making free YouTube videos and getting paid by YouTube to make videos. Okay, she has 376 visits per month to her website. How are they finding her website? What is the keyword? Well, here you can see some long tail keyword stuff about trademark and copyright, which is what she does. But here they're looking for her business by name, 180 Law. Here is her brand, All Up in Your Business. People are looking for that by name. This is what every lawyer wants to happen. You, as an attorney, as a small business owner, in today's digital world, you have to find a way to decommoditize yourself, okay? This is how you do it with brand building, all right? Aiden is not a business lawyer. She is the business lawyer. Why? Because she's the only business lawyer who's famous on YouTube, and people are looking for her by name. All up in your business. All up in my business. When they start looking for you by name, that's how you know when your brand building is working. Okay, let's look at, I'm going to try to make this faster, but let's look at, say, Gary Vaynerchuk, right? This is GaryVaynerchuk.com. And he gets 67,000 people every month go to Google and they look for Gary Vaynerchuk by name. Now, Gary Vaynerchuk has a marketing agency. You don't see any keyword search here, right? You don't see best marketing agency or marketing agency for small businesses. You just see people looking for Gary by name. Why? Because he has built his brand to position himself as an expert. And when you look for Gary Vaynerchuk by name, there's no sales process. Your marketing has done the sale for you, okay? This is Tim Ferriss, right? He gets 144,000 visits a month to his website, tim.blog. How's he doing that? Is he ranking on Google for #1 business blog or #1 business author? What are the keywords they're using to find him? Well, they're looking for his name. You can see that right here. 40,000 people a month just go look for Tim Ferriss or Tim Ferriss podcast. That's extremely powerful, okay? So let's look at the brand building that I'm doing. A small business owner, DustinSanchezTV.com. How does my brand building pay off? Okay, I'll show you how that happens. Okay, so this is what I call my client discovery form if you want to work with me. If a lawyer wants to hire me to do their marketing, they end up on this form, my contact page. They can watch this video where I show them what I can do, how I do it, and then they click here for marketing help, okay? When they get to this page where they can apply for the privilege of working with me, they have to pay $400 to get me on the phone for 30 minutes. Do you see that? I will charge you $400 for a 30-minute strategy session. Why am I able to do that? Why am I able to charge an attorney $400 just to hear me tell them how much it's going to cost her to hire me? Okay. The reason I can do that is because if you go to my YouTube channel, I've got videos which prove I am the leader in the space. This is brand building. Okay. All of this is brand building. This is what allows me to have zero sales process. To charge an attorney $400 just for me to tell them how much it's going to work with me. That's what brand building does. If someone had found me because they went and searched for lawyer marketing company and they found a page of Google with 10 complete strangers on there, there would be some sales process there. But what happened is they went and looked for me by name, okay? Or they found me on LinkedIn where I have 11,000 followers. That's brand building. Or they found me on Facebook. Or they found me in my Help 1,000 Lawyers Facebook group. That's brand building. Just having this Facebook group with barely 200 lawyers in it who think I'm the expert at lawyer marketing. Okay. That is the ROI of brand building. Okay. How long does it take? Well, the best way for me to answer the how long does brand building take question is to tell you that brand building isn't what you think it is. Okay. What people think brand building is that they can hire some kind of PR firm and that person will put funny memes on their Facebook page, and that's brand building. Brand building is simply building a community or convincing some community that you are the expert in your space. Okay, so for business owners, small business owners, or attorneys, that can be done simply by starting a podcast and interviewing every expert or every other business owner, interviewing your peers on your podcast or your video show, kind of like what I have on my YouTube channel. Okay. Here you can see I interview Angela Langlotz, right? Let me show it in stream. This video that I'm hovering over, you can see I interview Angela Langlotz. She's an attorney. Not only did my audience see this video, but she shared it with all of her attorney friends on her social media. So now all of those people think I'm an expert. Here's a video I did with Aiden Durham, 357 views 6 days ago. Not only did my audience see me interviewing another attorney, so now other attorneys can trust me, but she shared this with her audience. That's brand building. All of her lawyer friends saw me talking to her as the lawyer marketing expert. Now I'm a brand in their eyes. I have a community. I have people who trust me. These are my potential clients. Brand building is simply building a community. You don't have to buy television commercials. You don't have to buy radio commercials. You don't have to buy an ad in the newspaper. It's as easy as making a YouTube channel and using your YouTube channel or your Facebook page to network with other people in your space, to steal their audience, to steal their views as they share your piece with their audience. Okay, that's all brand building is. That can begin paying off the day you publish that video. It doesn't take long for that to pay off. So there's a very common misconception about brand building. The best brand building is the brand building you do yourself, is getting out there in front of hundreds of people with just easy internet content that's free. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to say about this topic. If you want to learn more about what's working right now in brand building, what's working right now in small business marketing, lawyer marketing, go to DustinSanchez.tv.com/now. Okay. And you can just get on my subscribe and you'll get content telling you exactly what I'm doing, the secret little tactics and hacks that I'm using right now in marketing and brand building. Okay. Also, that's the only way you can ask me a question about marketing without paying $400 to get me on the phone, is get on this distribution list and just reply to your first email with whatever question you have, and maybe I'll make a video of it. That's how this video got created, all right? Also, do me a favor. I put a ton of effort into making quality, helpful content for you guys for free. Do me a favor and pay it back by giving me a like, a thumbs up, or just drop a comment under this video, or share the video with some of your friends, okay? Whether that's on your Facebook, your Instagram, of course you can't do it on Instagram, but your Twitter, whatever. Just share the video, pay it forward, help somebody else just the way I may have helped you in making this content. I am Dustin Sanchez, DustinSanchezTV.com. Peace out.